The internet exploded last night, and the hip-hop world hasn't stopped talking since. Imagine logging into your crypto wallet, expecting millions, only to find it vanished. That's exactly what happened to Drake, and yes, you heard that right, millions. Fans are shocked. Social media is in chaos. Tweets, memes, and frantic TikToks are spreading faster than a beat drop at Coachella. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about numbers on a screen. This is Drake's empire. Years of collaborations, endorsements, and investments that could reshape the music and crypto game, evaporating overnight. And if that wasn't enough to set the internet on fire, Lil Baby has now publicly demanded answers, calling out unnamed insiders and hinting at betrayal behind closed doors. Tensions are high, rumors are flying, and emotions ran wild as whispers of backroom deals, hacked accounts, and shady partnerships began circulating. Sources close to the scene say the family was left divided, friends are scrambling, and even some of Drake's closest collaborators are reportedly pointing fingers. Some fans are claiming that this could be a carefully orchestrated stunt. Others are genuinely worried that one of hip-hop's biggest names just lost a fortune that could make or break the next decade of his career. And here's where it gets even more intense. We're hearing that investigators are now quietly looking into every transaction, every partnership, and yes, every social media post Drake has made in the last 6 months. But that's only the beginning. In just a few moments, we're going to reveal shocking new developments that nobody saw coming, including whispers of a rival rapper cashing in on the chaos and an insider leak that could change everything. By the end of this story, you won't believe who's really behind the chaos and who might be next. The story starts late last week, in the quiet hours when most of the world was asleep and Drake's financial empire was supposedly untouchable. Sources close to the rapper say that he was reviewing his crypto portfolio, something he'd done hundreds of times before, when he noticed discrepancies that didn't make sense. Millions of dollars, his team reported, were suddenly missing. Immediate panic set in. Staffers scrambled to check wallets, transactions, and connections, but the numbers just didn't add up. Some insiders whispered that the disappearance wasn't accidental, that someone close to him had orchestrated a withdrawal, a transfer, or worse. Social media lit up almost instantly. Fans flooded Twitter with disbelief, tagging Lil Baby, Drake, and every major crypto influencer they could think of. Emotions ran high. "This can't be real," one viral tweet read. "Drizzy losing millions overnight. The culture will never recover." By the next morning, the story had exploded. Lil Baby, one of Drake's closest collaborators and occasional friendly rival, broke his silence on Instagram Live. "Yo, somebody's gotta explain this," he said, voice tense and controlled. "This isn't just numbers, it's trust, it's family. If people think I'm just sitting back, now we're watching and we demand answers." Fans went wild, dissecting every word, replaying the stream, and speculating who he was pointing at. Could it be Drake's management team? One of his crypto advisors? Or was this an inside job orchestrated by someone looking to destabilize the entire hip-hop investment scene? Meanwhile, the atmosphere around Drake became tense and charged. Family members reportedly argued over the implications. Some feared this would affect upcoming album drops, concerts, and brand deals. Others were worried about the public perception, the optics of a rap superstar losing millions, potentially through negligence or betrayal. And inside his circle, whispers of sabotage spread like wildfire. "I've never seen Drake like this," one anonymous source told us. "He's usually calm, collected, but now, every phone call, every email, he's questioning everyone." Fans weren't the only ones reacting. Analysts and crypto influencers flooded YouTube and TikTok, creating countdowns, conspiracy theories, and speculative deep dives. Some claimed that the disappearance could be linked to international hackers. Others pointed fingers at rival rappers with known grudges or labels hungry for leverage. And in a twist nobody saw coming, a leaked screenshot began circulating on Instagram showing what appeared to be a private message from an insider, hinting that someone might have withdrawn funds under Drake's name without authorization. The leak ignited even more outrage, creating a wave of panic and suspicion. Every follower, every fan, and every industry insider was left asking the same question: who could do this and why now? The tension only escalated when Lil Baby was seen meeting with several high-profile figures in the rap and crypto worlds late last week. Though the meetings were officially framed as strategy sessions, sources suggest the conversations were heated, with accusations thrown and trust tested. Some say he demanded transparency, while others claim he threatened to expose anyone who had mishandled funds. Emotions ran high. Friends of both rappers reportedly described the exchanges as explosive, with one insider revealing, "You could cut the tension with a knife." People were scared but also furious. This isn't just money. This is reputation, legacy, and power. Then came the first shocking revelation. A supposed insider leak suggested that a rival artist may have had indirect access to some of Drake's digital assets. Social media exploded once again. Fans debated endlessly. Who could it be? Was this a known figure like Future, Can-I, or perhaps someone from a younger wave of stars trying to assert dominance in both rap and crypto? Every comment section, every TikTok video, and every Twitter thread became a battleground of speculation and accusation. The drama had officially gone viral, but the emotional fallout hit hardest within Drake's inner circle. Close friends and collaborators began pointing fingers at each other. Some accused management of ignoring red flags. Others alleged that a long-time advisor had been siphoning funds quietly. And one shocking rumor started gaining traction, that even family members were involved in secret transactions, potentially complicating not just business, but personal relationships. "Drake's usually the calmest guy, you know," one friend said. "Now he's pacing, calling people out, and looking at everyone like they could be the traitor." It's heartbreaking to see. Fans of both Drake and Lil Baby were not silent either. Online, the reaction was a mix of outrage and obsession. TikTok challenges mimicked the missing millions scenario. Memes flooded Instagram stories, depicting Drake in every imaginable chaotic situation. And as emotions ran high, the hashtags Drake crypto drama and Lil Baby demands answers began trending nationwide. Analysts predicted that the story could impact not just social media attention, but the larger culture, affecting album sales, brand deals, and even public perception of crypto investments in the music world. And just when it seemed the story had reached a fever pitch, an unexpected twist dropped. A short clip emerged, allegedly showing Drake confronting a member of his management team in his studio, voice raised, frustration evident. The clip was only seconds long, but fans dissected every movement, every word, speculating that the confrontation was about missing funds. Theories exploded. Was someone within his closest circle complicit? Was this a mistake or something darker? The chaos, the betrayal, and the drama had officially entered uncharted territory. The situation is spiraling. Trust is broken. Allegiances are questioned. And the first layer of this crypto catastrophe is just the beginning. Nobody knows what's coming next, and the fans, the family, and the rap world are all holding their breath, waiting for the next bombshell to drop. One thing is certain. In the world of hip-hop and crypto, nothing is ever as it seems. And the question on everyone's mind is simple. Who really pulled the strings in this high-stakes drama, and will Drake ever recover what's lost? Just as the world was trying to process the initial shock of Drake's missing millions, of this saga hit like a thunderclap. Early reports revealed that the disappearance might not have been a single incident. Sources now claim multiple transactions were made over weeks, each disappearing into untraceable accounts. Fans were stunned. Social media erupted with new hashtags: Crypto Chaos Continues, Where is Drake's Money, Lil Baby Investigation, while TikTokers recreated mock scenarios of Drake frantically scanning his accounts, adding dramatic music for effect. The narrative had taken on a life of its own, blending reality, speculation, and pure entertainment into one viral storm. The emotional fallout within Drake's circle escalated quickly. Close collaborators described heated arguments in private homes and studios. You could feel the tension, an insider revealed. People weren't just angry, they were scared. Every phone call, every text, every email felt like a trap. Reports surfaced that Lil Baby personally confronted some of Drake's top advisors, demanding explanations in meetings that reportedly lasted hours. Sources said accusations flew like bullets, voices were raised, and trust was shattered. One manager allegedly stormed out, muttering about how this was going to ruin everything if mishandled. Then came the first major twist nobody expected. Whispers of a possible hacker collective targeting hip-hop icons began circulating. Screenshots of anonymous chats and alleged leaked messages surfaced online, implying that the group had been monitoring Drake's digital footprint for months. While none of these claims are verified, the speculation alone sent fans into a frenzy. Analysts debated the possibility, crypto influencers weighed in with long-form TikToks, and conspiracy theorists filled comment sections with every imaginable inside job theory. The rumor mill had reached full capacity. Amid the chaos, Lil Baby doubled down on his public demands for accountability. In a now-viral video, he stated, "We can't let this slide. It's not just about money, it's respect, it's loyalty, it's legacy. Somebody knows something, and it's time they came clean." Fans dissected his every word, comparing it to past tensions between him and other artists. Some argued he was strategically positioning himself as the moral voice of hip-hop, while others speculated he might be angling to capitalize on the drama for influence in the crypto space. But the twists didn't stop there. Another shocking leak surfaced, this time allegedly from inside Drake's family. Screenshots suggested that a distant relative had access to some of the funds, raising questions about whether family loyalty had been compromised. Emotional fallout was immediate. Sources described late-night confrontations, tears, and shouted accusations in private homes. "It was brutal," said one friend. Drake had to question people he's known his whole life. Family, friends, advisors, everyone was under a microscope. Meanwhile, fans noticed another suspicious pattern. Drake's public appearances and social media posts seemed carefully curated. Some suggested he was planting subtle clues, trying to divert attention, or perhaps even signaling who he trusted. Others argued this was just damage control, and that the stress was affecting his performance and mood. Either way, every move was scrutinized, dissected, and debated online, fueling a 24/7 news cycle that showed no signs of slowing. As if the situation weren't already intense enough, industry insiders revealed that rival rappers were quietly weighing in. Some were reportedly enjoying the chaos, seeing it as a chance to assert dominance or gain influence in the rap and crypto worlds. Others allegedly reached out to Drake and Lil Baby privately, offering advice, resources, or partnerships, but not all intentions were pure. The drama had now entered a strategic game of alliances and betrayals, with each move carrying high stakes for reputation, money, and legacy. Then came the second twist of an unexpected financial report, suggested that the missing millions were only a fraction of a larger potential exposure. Allegedly, other assets linked to Drake, from NFT drops to partnerships with tech companies, could also be at risk. The report fueled panic among fans and investors, igniting a new wave of speculation and fear. Social media chatter spiked, with users debating whether this could permanently alter the trajectory of Drake's empire. And some analysts even suggested that if mishandled, this could set a precedent affecting how other artists manage wealth in the crypto space. By now, the story had become impossible to ignore. Headlines screamed speculation, TikTokers dramatized every rumor, and YouTube channels churned out daily updates, each more sensational than the last. Fans weren't just watching, they were emotionally invested. Some defended Drake fiercely, others sided with Lil Baby, and a vocal minority demanded transparency that seemed increasingly elusive. And through it all, the question remained: who was really behind the disappearances, and could trust within hip-hop ever be fully restored? Finally, with a cliffhanger that has fans buzzing across every platform, an anonymous teepster, claiming to have inside knowledge, hinted that a major revelation was about to drop. One that could implicate someone no one expected, potentially shaking the entire rap world. The teepster offered no proof, only cryptic warnings and a promise of explosive information coming soon. Social media erupted instantly, fan theories skyrocketed, and the tension reached a new peak. Everyone, from casual listeners to hardcore fans, was now glued to their screens, waiting for the next twist in this unfolding saga of betrayal, money, and high-stakes drama. The saga took an even darker turn in following the anonymous tip from the previous cliffhanger. Whispers began circulating that someone within Drake's inner circle might have been complicit all along. Social media detectives were relentless, dissecting every photo, video, and tweet for clues. Fans flooded Instagram and Twitter, pointing fingers at everyone from managers to longtime collaborators. Emotions ran high as loyalties were questioned, alliances shifted, and the stakes grew beyond money. Now it was about reputation, trust, and control in hip-hop's power hierarchy. The first major revelation came when a leaked voice memo surfaced. Allegedly, the recording captured a heated conversation between two of Drake's advisors, discussing moving assets and covering tracks. The memo was brief, but the implications were seismic. Fans reacted instantly, posting reaction videos, meme compilations, and analysis segments that dissected every tone, pause, and word. Emotions ran wild. Some speculated it was a betrayal by a trusted confidant, while others suggested it was an elaborate misunderstanding. But the damage to Drake's image was already done. Every fan, journalist, and rival had a new theory, and none of them were kind. Lil Baby escalated the pressure publicly. In a new video, he directly referenced the leaked memo without naming names. "You can try to hide, you can try to spin it, but the truth's coming out. We all know what's real and what's fake." Fans exploded in response. Some praised him for standing up for transparency, while others accused him of stoking drama to elevate his own influence. Every comment section became a battlefield. Meanwhile, inside Drake's camp, sources reported that the tension was nearly unbearable. Staffers were allegedly walking on eggshells, afraid that every action could be misinterpreted as complicity. Then came the first real twist of this part. A supposed insider claimed that a rival rapper had leveraged the crypto chaos to publicly undermine Drake's credibility. Rumors pointed to someone with history, a well-known figure who had prior beefs with Drake, quietly planting seeds of doubt on social media and in industry circles. While no direct evidence confirmed the identity, the theory went viral, fueling a frenzy of speculation and accusations. Fans debated endlessly over who it could be, dissecting old interviews, posts, and interactions for any hint of involvement. Every day, the tension intensified. The stakes skyrocketed further when another leak suggested that a portion of Drake's assets might have been redirected to accounts linked to international crypto entities. Though the claims were unverified, they added a layer of global intrigue. Analysts speculated that if true, this could turn a domestic celebrity scandal into an international financial investigation. Fans reacted with alarm and awe, creating reaction videos and threads that painted Drake's empire as both vulnerable and under siege. The drama was now crossing boundaries, blending celebrity culture with high-stakes finance, and the entire hip-hop community was watching. Amid the chaos, family dynamics became a central subplot. Sources described late-night confrontations in Drake's private residence, with relatives arguing about responsibility, loyalty, and trust. Emotions ran high. One insider reported seeing tears, shouting, and even physical gestures of frustration. The family was divided, unsure of who to believe or how to proceed. Social media speculated endlessly, with some fans theorizing that a family member might have unintentionally contributed to the chaos. The situation was both intimate and public, a perfect storm of drama that kept audiences captivated. As the narrative unfolded, it became clear that the missing millions were only the beginning. Drake's public image was being reshaped in real time. Analysts, YouTubers, and TikTok influencers debated his response strategy. Some praised his composure, while others questioned whether his carefully curated public appearances were enough to salvage trust. Fans scrutinized every interview, clip, and statement, looking for hidden meanings. The pressure was immense. Social media was no longer just a reflection of the drama. It had become an active participant, amplifying tension and feeding speculation. Then came a shocking revelation. A leaked chat suggested that one of Drake's closest collaborators might have attempted to cover up a mistake, potentially worsening the financial fallout. Allegedly, messages hinted at rerouting funds to avoid detection. If true, the betrayal cut deeper than just missing millions. It threatened friendships, creative partnerships, and the delicate balance of trust within Drake's team. Fans and insiders alike speculated whether this was a calculated move or a desperate act under pressure. Either way, the tension reached a fever pitch. The drama had transformed into a psychological battlefield. Trust was shattered, alliances were in flux, and the public was more invested than ever. The stakes were no longer just financial. Reputations, careers, and legacies hung in the balance. Social media engagement reached unprecedented levels, with every update dissected, every rumor amplified, and every fan reaction fueling the chaos. The cliffhanger that closes is explosive. An anonymous source hinted that Drake himself might be preparing a public reveal that could flip the narrative entirely. Exposing the true culprits, clearing names, or perhaps escalating the scandal even further. Fans are on edge, analysts are speculating nonstop, and the question everyone is asking: will this reveal redeem Drake, or will it create a new layer of drama that nobody saw coming? The anonymous tip hinted at a public reveal from Drake, and fans were glued to every social media platform. The atmosphere was electric. Tweets speculated about timing, collaborators, and possible betrayals. TikTokers recreated imagined scenarios of Drake confronting insiders, while YouTubers dissected every cryptic post he shared over the past month. The suspense was palpable. Every follower, fan, and analyst sensed something monumental was about to drop, and the emotional intensity had reached a fever pitch. Early reports suggested that the first public reveal involved a confrontational Instagram live session. Drake appeared, calm yet visibly tense, addressing the missing millions for the first time publicly. "I've seen the rumors. I've seen the speculation," he said, voice measured but firm. "But let me be clear. Trust has been tested, mistakes have been made, and some people need to answer for their actions." Fans erupted online. Some praised his transparency, others scrutinized his tone for hidden meanings. Every word was analyzed, every gesture dissected, fueling a new wave of chaos. The first twist hit when a supposed insider leak hinted that Lil Baby might have inadvertently uncovered part of the scheme before the public did. Rumors suggested that Lil Baby had private conversations with Drake's team, discovering suspicious activity, and attempting to protect the artist's legacy while publicly demanding answers. Fans debated endlessly: was Lil Baby a savior, or had his probing inadvertently escalated the drama? Social media exploded with side-by-side comparisons of past interactions, fueling new theories and intense fan reactions. The drama intensified further when a second leak suggested that one of Drake's closest friends and collaborators may have been directly involved in the disappearance of funds. Allegedly, messages obtained by insiders hinted at transfers made under the guise of investment opportunities, moves that could only be executed by someone with intimate knowledge of Drake's accounts. Fans were shocked. The narrative had shifted from speculation to near inevitability. Betrayal was at the heart of this story, and the emotional stakes were massive. Relationships were unraveling in real time, and the public was watching every development unfold like a serialized drama. Family dynamics also played a key role in. Late-night meetings reportedly devolved into arguments, with relatives blaming one another for allowing the situation to spiral. Insiders described tense confrontations, tears, and shouting matches, the kind of high-emotion moments that fueled viral clips online. Fans speculated that this familial conflict might have been the catalyst for some of the insider leaks, adding a deeply personal layer to the already intense financial scandal. Emotions ran high. Every decision, every accusation, every defensive response was scrutinized and amplified across social media. Meanwhile, rival rappers and industry figures weighed in behind the scenes. Some reportedly saw an opportunity to assert influence, subtly planting narratives in media outlets and social platforms. Others, perhaps with more altruistic intentions, tried to mediate, offering advice or support. The tension was now a complex web. Financial betrayal, social media warfare, industry maneuvering, and personal relationships all colliding in a highly combustible mix. Fans followed closely, analyzing every move, every post, and every response. The third major twist emerged with an alleged insider document leaked to social media. The document appeared to show a multi-step plan involving crypto transfers and mismanaged assets, implicating multiple parties within Drake's inner circle. Though unverified, it went viral instantly. Fans dissected it, theories multiplied, and commentary channels exploded with analysis. The speculation reached fever pitch. Some claimed it proved intentional betrayal, while others cautioned that it could be a coordinated smear. Regardless, the story now had a near-cinematic quality. Drama, suspense, betrayal, and real-world stakes intertwining in a narrative that no one could look away from. As the emotional stakes mounted, Lil Baby's role became even more central. Insiders claimed that he was quietly coordinating with external advisors and crypto experts, attempting to uncover the truth while maintaining his public image. Fans speculated endlessly. Was he orchestrating a comeback for himself, protecting Drake, or leveraging the drama for clout? Every action he took was scrutinized, every statement dissected. The public was captivated, caught in a swirl of fascination and outrage. It became clear that the missing millions might not have been fully recovered. Reports suggested that while some assets were accounted for, a significant portion remained untraceable. The implications were enormous, not just financially, but emotionally and reputationally. Drake's brand, partnerships, and credibility hung in the balance. Fans reacted with shock and concern, creating viral posts and trending hashtags that reflected both disbelief and intense curiosity. The final cliffhanger of hit when an anonymous tip claimed that the true mastermind behind the chaos had been hiding in plain sight, someone no one suspected. Social media erupted. Fans flooded every platform with theories, trying to predict the next reveal. Analysts speculated about motives, financial gain, and long-standing rivalries. The tension was unbearable. The narrative had reached a point where anything could happen, and everyone was holding their breath, waiting for the next bombshell. With uncertainty, who was really behind the financial chaos? Was it betrayal, mismanagement, or a calculated plan by a rival? Could Drake recover his fortune, or would this scandal redefine his legacy? Every fan, analyst, and insider was left on edge. One thing was certain, the story was far from over, and the next twist promised to shake the rap world even further. And here we are, fam, the saga of Drake's missing millions has left the hip-hop world reeling. Betrayal, chaos, and shocking leaks have dominated social media, and fans everywhere are still scrambling to piece together what really happened. Trust was shattered, relationships tested, and the very foundation of Drake's empire seemed at risk. Lil Baby's public demands for answers added fuel to the fire, while insiders, rivals, and family dynamics created a perfect storm of tension and speculation. Emotions ran high, alliances shifted, and every move was under a microscope. But even now, the story isn't finished. Who was really behind the chaos? Was it a trusted collaborator, a family member, or someone lurking in the shadows? Could Drake recover everything, or is this the beginning of a longer financial and reputational battle? Fans are desperate for clarity, social media is exploding with theories, and the world is watching, waiting for the next bombshell. Here's where you come in. We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your theories in the comments. Who do you think orchestrated the missing millions? Are you Team Drake, Team Lil Baby, or just here for the chaos? Hit that like button if this story blew your mind, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next twist in this drama. Share this video with your friends because the conversation isn't over, and trust us, you do not want to miss what comes next. The next reveal could change everything. Stay tuned, stay alert, and keep your notifications on the saga of Drake, Lil Baby, and the crypto chaos is far from over. And the crypto chaos is far from over.